How's it going, guys? We are live. Everything looking, sounding good. I'm not lagging. All right, everything looks good. Whew. So today we're doing a Boxy pixel build. I already have most of the shell prepped and everything. Let me zoom in a little bit. I already have the board prepped. I'm gonna toss it in here. Got the screen ready, and then we're also building another SP as well. How's it going? How's it going? So let's go ahead and get started here in a second. Let me zoom my camera in a little bit. That looks better. Yeah. All right, so the first thing, get this soldering iron heated up. Let's make sure that music's not too loud. I don't think it is. Get a drink really quick. Do a quick stream. I haven't done a stream in 5 days. It's good to be back. Let's get this ready to get prepped. All right, let me know if that music gets too loud, guys, and I will turn it down. Got my new mic coming in Friday, so I should be sounding even better soon. Get the screen kind of prepped up a little bit. So this Saturday, we're going to be doing the build for the 10K giveaway, even though we just hit 11K, which is amazing. Thank you, guys. We're going to be doing the 10K stream, and we're giving away a, not this build, which is the Unhinged, but we're giving away a Boxy Pixel Pocket Color, which is basically a Game Boy Color inside of a metal screen, or a metal shell that's shaped like a Game Boy Pocket. It's pretty cool. We're going to do that stream. Yeah, it's pretty sweet. I've had it for like, I built one and did a like mix match color shell last year, and I never got around to building the other one, so I was going through all my stuff, and I figured everybody liked the slate, so let's do another metal build, and that's the one we're doing. So it'll be like the same thing as last time, just I'll make a separate video where you just comment on it, and yeah, that's how it's gonna go. And then I will have an announcement after that, which will be our memberships are up now. So you can join to be a member, and we're going to be doing a bunch of new giveaways through the membership, 10 bucks a month for that. Or you can just do the $5 membership to get the emotes and support the stream. That's also available as an option. Yes. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to solder the wires in for the headphone jack, which I already have glued in here, and the charging board, which is right here, which I need to pull one of those out so I know what is what, which is this. So, and then I also need to actually screw in before I forget. Let's do this. You got to transfer the metal piece back of that, which I always forget to do. It's just no problem. I need the screws. Here are the screws. Alright, so we need this little metal piece right here. What's going on? Had to make a new account. Hey, what happened? You got banned? Going good. Just trying to get on my stream grind. You know how it is. We got one ready to be built right now. Doing a Boxy Pixel Unhinged for fun. Well, this one's actually for a customer, but for fun on stream. And then on Saturday is when I'm planning on doing the giveaway build. That one will be fun too. All right, so. I never know which screws to use. They give you like a bag, 3 different bags of screws. That is probably my least favorite thing about these builds, is that I never know which screws go where. See, that's the wrong screw. I think it might be the longer one. What's going on, Spiff? Just doing a little Boxy Pixel build. As you can see, we have the join membership available now, which is exciting. It's my first stream up offering that, but there will be more details about that soon. You can go learn about it, but it's kind of like a soft launch. And this one isn't the right size either, but we're gonna do the full launch after we do this 10K giveaway, because I don't want people to get confused, because we're gonna start doing members only giveaways, which is something I've always wanted to do. Because I got memberships on Instagram like a long time ago, but I just really don't like Instagram, so I didn't want to like invest more time into Instagram. But YouTube is a little bit more something I wanted to spend time investing into, so here we are. You did? Oh, you did order them on a GameCube. I haven't looked at my orders today. Heck yeah, sounds good. I just don't know. Maybe it's the long screws? They only give you 4 of these though, so... You know, I've done a bunch of these builds. You think I would remember. But there's so many screws, it's hard to remember. Alright, we're doing the long screw. Yeah, it's definitely the long one. Okay, so that's done. Move that out of the way. Let me go ahead... I'm gonna put this on auto. Maybe that's a little bit brighter. Yeah, that looks a little bit better. I have to brighten it up because this shell's so dark. Let me get this guide up so I can follow it really quick. There we go. There we go. I just got it. You guys can't see it, but I have it on my screen so I can follow the diagram because I can never remember the colors. Don't like the song. Sorry, I can't even hear it. All right, all good. So let's get this soldered in. These wires on here. Get this stuff out of the way. All right, let me grab my wire. Yeah, I got my new mic coming in. I'm pretty excited about that. It's gonna sound really good. This one doesn't sound bad, but it's a little bit more like directional. I'm going XLR mic. I'm pretty excited to finally get that. I got my bunch of wire here. See how tight we can get on this zoom. I'm pretty caffeinated, so if we shake a little bit on the solder joints, that's why. All right. Get those all started. All right, so we're doing red over here. Red here. And then purple. Oh, the mic I'm using now is like only a couple months old, but it's just a cheap like $20 USB mic. I use the Blue Yeti mic as my main mic when I'm on my face cam. But that one is alright. It's not that good either. Purple, orange, and then blue. We're gonna use green. All right, so those are good. Fish those over here for now. And then for this, the right is plus, so let's use the yellow as the plus. Yeah, I was surprised at how good it was too. I was like, you know what, I don't want to be having to take down my mic from my like face stream setup and like set up a mic to do the mod stream. So I was like, I'm just gonna buy the cheap $20 mic for now, and then when I can invest more money, I'll do a full rig with the XLR, so that's coming soon. But yeah, this one's decent, honestly. I was surprised. I was happy about it. I added solder to the points that I'm soldering to, like all these points. And then I didn't add any solder to the wire though. You don't really have to do that. You just need to put solder on wherever the joint's going. All right, let me zoom out a little bit. I'll show you how we route this. I have a video on this too if you guys ever want to build one of these. It's a lot of fun. They're really easy to build. I mean, not really easy, but like there's minimal soldering, because like all this stuff I'm doing you don't even really have to do, but the headphone jack I feel like is the main reason why you'd want to build one of these. Alright, so you tuck all the wires right there, and then we're going to grab some Kapton tape, which I just had right here. Peel some of that. Only need a little bit. Yeah, soldering, you just want to go slow. Don't want to hold the soldering iron onto the joint too long ever. If you need to, just tap it, tap it, tap it until you can get it to like go where it needs to go. And then once you get more confident with it, you'll be able to just tack stuff in place, and it's really not that bad. Soldering's fun though. Alright, and then we just want to put a little bit of tape over these points as well. Yeah, and you want to have a good soldering iron, and you want to have a good tip too. And you definitely want to get one of these. This is like steel, like a steel wool tip cleaner. Don't use the sponge. The sponge no good. Put a little bit of this tape on here, like that. And then we're good to go. So the next thing we're going to want to do is drop the screen in. Now one of the issues is these Boxy Pixel shells aren't set up for these new screens that Funny Playing's making. So they fit a little weird. I'm not a huge fan of them. They look good, and they actually have a good interface because you can do like scan lines and stuff and like different colors. That's fun, but everything else isn't fun. I think I'm just salty because you can't overclock a Game Boy and use these screens, and you'll hear me complain about that pretty much every time I install one of them. Because I'm like, why? All right. So drop that in. And then the next thing we want to do is actually just go ahead and like get this situated and set up. I gotta grab a speaker, and I actually think I need to grab a bag of parts for the L&R triggers. I have those right here, but I think I need the rods. This build has tactile triggers, so I don't need the springs, but I do need the rods. So we got that. Let me make sure I got everything right. Plus, yep, okay. Make sure I'm paying attention. Yeah, I mean, you know, the sponge is all right. I'll tell you this, I haven't used the sponge probably in like 4 years. I just hate how dirty and nasty it gets. I don't know, it's more of a cosmetic thing for me, I guess. I hate seeing like a dirty sponge over here, and then it's like you have to get it wet. So you're leaving like a wet sponge on your desk all the time. You know, it just doesn't sound attractive to me. So I just use the steel wool thing. It probably wears your tip out faster because it's getting scraped so much, but tips aren't really that expensive, you know. Anyways, so whatever. Keep my desk clean. Yeah, the sponge. Yeah, I don't know. That's my head. That's the hardest part about streaming this stuff is keeping my head out of the shots, but I'm working on that. All right, so now that we have the board soldered in, if you don't know, it's a 1 point right here, and then it's this top point right here. It's really simple. And that's just for the brightness control. So now the next thing I need to do is install the buttons. I need some rubber thingies. Where did I put the buttons? I might not have grabbed them. Let me grab the buttons really quick. It's my big box of Boxy Pixel things. A big box of Boxy Pixel things. Let's see, okay. This will be the Game Boy we're doing the 10K giveaway stream on. Yeah, the membranes. I won't take it out because it's going to fall apart, but I need these, and I think that's it. Yeah. All right. All right, set that there. And then my baggie of things. Let me zoom out. All right. These are pretty dirty. I'll probably have to clean some of these. Got that one. Yeah, it's gonna be a fun one. I haven't done one of those. I've only done one of those builds, and I haven't done it since last year sometime, so should be fun. I'm just gonna have to dump all this out of here. I need the... There's that one. Okay, so I have all the rubber membranes. Now I just need the rods. And there's that. Okay. Yes. Yeah, it'll be sweet. It'll be unique for sure. Hate having to pour all these screws out. Takes forever to pick them all up. Should probably stop down a little. My face is kind of dark. Let's go down to 1/60. That's a little bright. Maybe 1/100 looks good. Yeah, that's better. All right. Set that over there. I'm gonna grab a toothbrush. Clean up these membranes a little bit before we install. I should have done this before, but I always forget something on these Boxy Pixel things. Like, there's always something I end up having to do afterwards. All right. So let's go ahead and get these buttons in, get my screws ready, start putting this thing together. Oh, I need a speaker also. Oh man, are you kidding me? This one really missing a button. I think they sent me a set and it had a missing button, which is pretty annoying because now I can't use the whole set. All right. We need a game to set it up on, which uses battery. I think this one wanted an upgraded battery too. Let me check. Yeah, it did. So we got to upgrade the battery on this one also. Speaker. Yeah, I do this pretty much full time, I would say. I mean, pretty much every single day of the week. If I don't have, my other business is a videography and photo business, and I shoot a lot of weddings. But if I don't have a wedding, I'm doing this 7 days a week, pretty much. Something. Like if it's not this, I'm like creating content, and hey, what's going on, the boy? Yeah, it is gonna be sick. It's almost done. If I'm not doing this, yeah, like I said, I'm either I'm shooting video, and then if I'm not building, I'm making content. So I've been really trying to make content every single day, and it's been pretty hard to do anything else besides that these days. That's pretty much all I do, is either do builds or make content of builds. So this is what you want. You want these wires to be kind of out here to the side, and then before you put the screw in, you don't want to do that. Make sure you don't do that. But before you put the screw in, you want to check and make sure all the buttons are feeling okay. Like that one feels kind of weird, so let's see. See, like the membranes get so screwed up so easily. Yeah. One day I'll invest in that Boxy Pixel thing that they have. Have you thought about modding Wii's? Yeah, I've modded quite a few Wii's before. But, and selling them? Not really. Not to sell. So, when you put that screw in, you want to leave it a little bit loose so you can slide this in. And because of these new screens, it doesn't really close that well. But what I found you can do is on this side it'll close, right? On this side where I'm tapping, but this side doesn't really want to close that well anymore, and they need to figure something out about that. But since this is aluminum, you can kind of cut this, and it's not going to be the most attractive thing to watch me do, because it looks like I'm honking it up, but it fits better. So let me zoom in because it's kind of interesting to watch. All right, so we're just gonna chomp at it like that. You see how I got that chunk off? We're just gonna do that a bunch of times. Yeah. What got me into modding systems? It's kind of a long story, but basically I was at a flea market, and it's really kind of sounds like a story that would be the plot of a movie, you know, because it's kind of like cookie cutter of an example. But basically I was at a flea market and I saw a Game Boy, and I was like, oh, that's so sick. Like a Game Boy Advance. It was like a Pokemon Center edition one. And I said to myself, you know what would be so crazy is if, and I had no prior knowledge. I wasn't even really into retro gaming again at that point. I didn't even know that there was something called retro gaming. Chunking it. And I was like, you know what would be sick is if the original Game Boy Advance had a light up screen. So I like looked it up and see if that was a thing, and it was like at the very beginning when people were starting to put the AGS 101 screens in the Game Boy Advances. Like it had been like, I don't know, not even a year since they started doing that. So I started wanting to do that, and it kind of just snowballed from there. And then I figured out how to do rechargeable batteries in them, and then after that it was kind of like all over. I built one, a rechargeable battery one, and I was like, oh, I want to build another one of these, so I'm just gonna sell this on Etsy or something. And then I put it on Etsy, and it sold in like a couple days, which was crazy. And yeah, that's the basic story. Sorry if that wasn't that most cohesive. I'm trying to do this, and it's kind of annoying. This is almost good though. It got quite a bit off. So the next thing we're gonna do, I need to find my file. So we're gonna file it a little bit. Of course I can't find it. Any file? Here's one. This one's not that good. We need, oh, this one's good. This one will work. So I'm gonna kind of do this. Yeah, this one's not that great either. I need a flat one. My tools are such a mess in my drawer. This one's pretty good. So I'm just filing at this. I know you can't see this because I'm trying not to make a huge mess. Basically just filing this flatter. And it's not going to be visible, so don't worry. It just makes it fit a little bit better inside with this screen. Alright, so now we're back. And that's better. Let me get a screw in it. We can tighten this. Okay. I think it's the long screws for this. And now, see how that's like, let me zoom out. Pretty flush. Yeah, pretty like, I mean, it looks the same on camera. But it's, yeah, it is. It's like flush now. Like it's good. So we could actually loosen it a little bit. Because you don't want it to be too tight. And then let's do the test. I added a, here, I'll show you. So we got a little bit of a hot spot right there. So let's see why that is. It doesn't really make sense to me when it gets a hot spot like that. Because it's like, I've done it before and there's no hot spot, so I don't know why this time there is one. Oh, I'm about to sneeze. Whew. So that's kind of weird. I'll just pull this back a little bit. Sometimes when it gets a hot spot like that, like the screen got pressure on it, but it's not there anymore. And if you just like wait a couple hours, it goes away. It's weird. So that's probably what we're gonna do. And then if it stays there, we'll fix it later. Because sometimes I noticed, see, it's already going away. Jeez, that thing is loud. See, it already went away. And then over the course of the next couple hours, it'll just not be there anymore. So we're good there. I think everything's working well. So let's go ahead and get all this stuff soldered in for the rechargeable battery, the USB-C, and the headphone jack. Let's grab that battery now so I don't forget. Looks like I need to order more batteries. Nope, that's the wrong size. That's the one we want. All right. Here we go. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is separate the wires that are for the battery, or the USB-C, which is these ones. Just separate these ones. I'm gonna cut them, and then these ones are the headphone jacks, so we want to cut these as well. They're gonna like kind of route like this, so we only need them to be like this long. Okay. And then we can go ahead and strip them. Hope I didn't just cut that too short. Okay, that's good. strip all of them. I like these Boxy Pixel ones. Honestly though, after building a couple slates, the slate's kind of nicer to hold. The Boxy Pixel one just has more features because it offers the headphone jack and it has a metal back. But the slate overall is more comfortable to play, so it's kind of hard to decide which one I like more. It depends on which GameCube you order, because most of them are already built, unless you want USB, or not, I'm sorry, I'm getting mixed up with Game Boys. Unless you want to add the LEDs to it, and I don't have it already on the listing, then yeah, I could do it live. I could add the LEDs to it live. That's not too hard to do. I haven't done one in a while, so I got to refresh my memory. But I made a video on how to do it, so. Alright, so the first thing we want to do, these are kind of rough, like the angle of how I have to solder it without getting my head in the shot is kind of tough, so bear with me here. This is kind of a gnarly one. Let me zoom way in. Wow, this thing will get tight almost all the way down. That's sick. Alright, so first one, I have the schematic here. We want to do red to the far right, so we got red. Okay. So I'm going to bend it like this. It's going in that pin right there. So you know what the best thing you can do, and this is why if you do small stuff like this, you actually want to have some fine solder. This is like extra fine solder. It makes it easier to like get a really small amount on the area that you want. So we just put a little heat on it and then just push some solder into it like that. It's always heat then solder. My hair got in that a little bit, but we'll do it again. And then the red, hold it, pull on it a little. I always pull it, make sure it's good. And then the next one is one right next to it. Now this one gets kind of tough because a lot of times when you go to solder in this one that's right next to it, the red one comes out. It happens. Sometimes I use tweezers. I think I made this wire too short. I accidentally cut it and now it's too short. Can we make it fit though? Can we make it fit? I really don't want to take it apart. Oh, it's gonna fit. Just barely. Just barely. I'm gonna have to really struggle to get it on. It'll fit though. I got it. See, the red one came off every time. Sometimes I'll do the yellow one first, but then the red one comes off, so it's like you can never win. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, so that one's kind of tight now, but that's all right. It's not too tight. It's not like straining it, so that should be good. Okay, sorry, I'm not reading chat. This is micro SD ready as well. No, this just plays Game Boy games. Sure thing, Cody. I've been watching your videos for some time, but this is the first stream I've watched and you really... Oh yeah, nope, for sure, appreciate it. Yeah, thanks for stopping in. Favorite Game Boy game? If we take out Pokemon, I mean, if it is Pokemon, probably Emerald. But if we take out Pokemon, because that's a generic answer, it's Yu Yu Hakusho Tournament Tactics. I played that game so much growing up. I played that game before. It's like a Fire Emblem type, and I never played Fire Emblem, so I only played those games. I played Fire Emblem for the first time like a couple years ago. All right, what are we at now? Orange. And I like Fire Emblem too, obviously. Oh, and then Minish Cap. Minish Cap, for sure. Minish Cap. I forgot that one. That'd probably be my top three. Emerald, Minish Cap, and Tournament Tactics. You know, I could use my zoomed in. It feels so weird to look at a screen instead of looking at, like, what I'm actually doing. But I should just get used to doing that, because then I could pay attention to my head not being in the shot. We're all learning here. This is such a learning process. All right, next we got purple. Oh, okay, I was like, my eyes were not working. Purple is next. See how we're tucking all these like around here? This is how you want to do it right here. Purple goes to second from left to add a little solder. Alright, oh, I'm going to try to use the screen so don't screw up. It's like, oh, I crossed it. It's so hard to use the screen. Oh, I got it. But I got rid of the orange. The orange goes in the middle. I can't do it with the screen. I have to use eyeballs. Alright, then the next one is green. This one's a ground. These are both grounds, so doesn't really matter what order we do these ones. We'll do green first. I'll get to chat in 1 second. How's that? Let me get my head in there for a second. Alright, that looks good. And then this one's the easy one. This one just goes on the side. Oh, my camera cut out. Man, you didn't get to see me finish it. I know what happened. Ah, are we back? Yeah, I had it unplugged because I was doing something. Yeah, that's how we're looking. Can I get it focused? That's how we're looking. Looks good. Alright, so let's route all these a little bit better. Alright, see you later, Spiff. I love the creativeness of Minish Cap. Yeah, that game is really fun. That game, special place in my heart for that game for sure. Just the timing of that it came out and when I was playing it when I was younger. That's a good one. I've been using my Switch to play online. Yeah, I think that once we get the capture card, the first thing I'm gonna do is buy the Switch online and play Minish Cap. Just to do it. Even though I have like 5 other ways I could play the game, just to say that we're doing it. So yeah, we tape it and then it looks like that. And not too shabby. It's hard to get them, it's hard to get those solder points super clean. I should probably use a fine tip. Oh, is the audio not working? Is it working now? I'm seeing I have, my levels are good, so okay. I should really use a fine tip solder tip when I do that one, but yeah, anyways, I don't. Okay, so the next thing we got to do is probably test it one more time. I should probably test the headphone jack, but it's just really hard to test the headphone jack without having the Game Boy together, so if it doesn't work, we'll just take it back apart. It's not that hard to take apart. Alright, so let's move this thing in, and let's get all my screws ready. I think it's the small screws, and they're right here. So let's get this thing prepped. Probably zoom out a little bit. You guys can see a little bit more what's going on. There we go. Alright. So we're putting these in. This is left. And then right. Yeah, I am a Dragon Ball fan. I love the first couple Budokais. I haven't really played the Tenkaichi. Isn't it Tenkaichi Budokai? I'll check it out. I like the ITA screens. I've only used one once, the Game Boy Advance one. It was really good. I liked it. But the thing is, I try to use the screens that you can overclock the Game Boy with, and I'm not sure if that one works with overclocking. I need to test that. So we're gonna feed this in through this hole and then solder it in place. Don't solder it wrong. would be my first tip. Always make sure you're soldering it right or you'll blow the fuse. So it goes red, right. Red, right. Red, right. Red, right. I need water. Yeah, man, I remember when Budokai first came out. I have like distinct memories of being like 8 or 9 and going to my friend's house after school and playing it. So, yeah. That game was really fun. Well, let's make sure it turns on. Alright. So now I just want to set this in. This is kind of a difficult part because these never go together right. Like, you gotta find it. See how it doesn't want to close. Very frustrating. Very frustrating. So you gotta kind of like mess with it. There it goes. All right. Got clicky triggies. So I think it's these medium-sized screws. Like I said, I never can remember. I think it's the medium-sized ones. I feel like they give you multiple screws because they drill the screw holes differently every time. Like they're not perfect, so they give you a bunch of different screws so you can kind of figure it out. Because I swear I've had to use the small screws before, and then sometimes I have to use the medium ones. I don't really understand that, but okay, that's in. Now this next part we have to kind of, I'm going to use this foam to secure this a little bit better. Alright, we're shoving that in there. Yeah, guys, be sure you show up for the giveaway stream on Saturday. We're going to be doing the Game Boy Pocket Color build. It's not going to be given away in stream, but we're just going to build it for fun and, you know, hang out. And we're going to talk about what we're going to be giving away for the first members only giveaway. So those are just now joining the chat. After the 10K giveaway, which is free to enter for everybody, it's going to be free. We're going to start doing members only giveaways. So it's going to be the tier 2 and tier 3 members are going to have a chance every month to win something. And that'll evolve over time. That's just kind of one of the first ideas I've had and I've always wanted to do. And like I said at the beginning of the stream, I didn't want to do it on Instagram because I'm just so tired of Instagram. And I just would rather do it on YouTube. So here we are. What time on Saturday? I will announce it on the community tab. I haven't decided the time yet. I don't know what times work best for people. I feel like nighttime will probably be the best, you know, maybe like 6 or 7 Eastern time is what I was aiming for. And then these new screens have this like OSD, like you can change the color. It's kind of cool. We'll mess with it a little bit. See, it has scan lines. Yeah, it's kind of cool. So let's see if the headphone jack is working. So let me get a game. The best game to test audio on is Mario Kart, but I don't see Mario Kart handy. And the reason Mario Kart's the best is because it starts playing audio like right away. It has like no startup. It's just like turns on, you know, so. I think this one might need some foam too, because it looks like the corner's pushing in down here. So we'll fix that in a second, but let's get this game in here and try this out. glow always works. 100% of the time. It works every time. 60% of the time, I mean. Alright, is this game frozen? These Japanese games, man. Alright, we're gonna give this a good cleaning. Alright, so we got the headphones in. Do you build or fix retro consoles as well? I'm not really doing repairs right now. I just have like so much other stuff that I need to do that I was taking repairs for a while, but I have to not do them right now. Sorry, man. All right, let's see. You hear that? It's working. Can you guys hear that? Yeah, you should be able to hear that. Yeah, headphones. Good. Good news. Guess I got screwed up though. This one has an amp, so it's like super loud. And then let's just make sure that the charging's working before we do anything else. Let's grab this charger that's way too short and plug that in. We do have charging. You guys, yeah, there it goes. You can see that. Good. All right, this one's good to go. We just need to fix that screen. That's pushing in a little bit. So let's do that really quick. Hopefully I can get this out without having to do a bunch of extra stuff. Yeah, Super Circuit's fun. The control's not so fun though. But it is a good game. My favorite Mario Kart game was actually, I think, the one on the DS was so fun. And then the one on the Wii. Ugh, am I gonna take this thing completely apart to get this off? Probably. This song sounds like a copyright strike. I can barely hear it. Not a copyright strike, but a demonetized video. It's alright. So you throw the little foam in there. And now the screen doesn't. But hopefully we don't get that bubble back. That little hot spot. We'll see. So you don't want to tighten this all the way. You want to tighten it down. Like what I do is I like do like all the way down and then back it like out a quarter turn. So all the way and then like out a quarter or a half turn. Good. All right, that one seems done. So there it is. Clean the screen a little bit. Clean my fingerprints on it, off it before I ship it out. But oh yeah, I gotta tighten these ones back. All right, get a nice little look at her. She's a beaut. She is a beaut. Alright, everything is good there, so let's move on to our second build of the day, which is a Rayquaza Gameboy Advance SP, also with USB-C, which I've already pre-prepped. Grab that stuff. Let me put away these Boxy pixel screws. How long have we been up? Let's see. Almost an hour? Jeez. The DS one was so sick. I played that one so much. The DS one made me feel like I was so good at Mario Kart. Oh man. I was just really good at that game. Maybe it was just easy. I don't know. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. I'm glad you like it. Yeah, the Boxies are so clean. And they're fun to do. Appreciate that. Yeah. And guys, you know, if there's ever anything on the site that is out of stock, or like you want to do a specific Boxy build but I don't have the shells in stock, just reach out, because I try not to keep too much extra stuff in stock anymore, because what happens is like I'll buy a bunch of the Boxy pixel shells and like nobody will want that color all of a sudden, and they're so expensive, and it's just like pointless to have them sitting around. So, you know, for those ones, I'm gonna probably start doing more like specific invoices. And of course I grabbed the, oh, okay, no, we're good. I thought I grabbed a pack of red buttons that didn't have an A button. Drives me crazy. Like that just happened with the Boxy pixel build. Let's get all these out, and I'll show you the trick to getting a screen to fit in one of these. Yeah, it was awesome. And I love that you didn't have to have the game. Like, everybody could just play with Shy Guy. Like, that was sick, man. Alright, so, yeah, let's take this out. So, if you go to my YouTube channel, it should say join. I don't know why it doesn't say it. It wouldn't say it for me, because it's my... It should say a join somewhere though. You'll see join somewhere, and then it'll tell you the different perks that I got going on. And then you'll be able to read through the first member community post, which is a little bit more information of how we're going to do the members only giveaways. So yeah, I'm pretty excited about that. Should be really fun. Yeah. Smash it, or what was it? Oh, Smash on 3DS. I hated that one. You know, there was a really cool mod that someone did though that made it playable. Is they modded a GameCube controller adapter so you could play on the 3DS with a GameCube controller. I was like, oh, the game's playable, but other than that, it was not. It was just so miserable. It was kind of fun. I mean, it was kind of fun. It wasn't that bad. It just wasn't that fun either. I remember back then, like when that game came out, I was still playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Like all the time. And I remember like people complaining because Yu-Gi-Oh! Was like getting super broken. And I just remember people complaining and like saying they were quitting Yu-Gi-Oh! And like they were just gonna play Smash on the 3DS. And I'm like, dude, that's gonna make it, you're not gonna have any more fun doing that. That's a way worse idea. Oh man. You just grab one of these, cut it in half. It's the perfect size. Make it fit right here, and then just slice like a couple times. Right now, for you can use YouTube Fam for 10% off, but eventually, like once we get into doing the members only stuff next month, that there's not gonna be no more like YouTube discounts. It's only gonna be like members discounts, and it will be 15%. So, but for now, that YouTube Fam discount is still up, and that's 10% off on the site. But yeah, coming like next month, that's gonna be gone, and it's just gonna be one of the members perks. So. Oh, I love WarioWare. Dude, I love WarioWare. I wish I would have got WarioWare Twisted when it first came out so I could still have it. But yeah, I love WarioWare. I think the one on the DS is the one that I played a lot. Yeah, because you had to blow into the thing. Yeah. Yeah, I really like that game. I don't know if I like it as much now as I did back then, but I did like it a lot when it was like on the DS. That would be my answer. Alright, so now that we got that covered, we can kind of move this out of the way a little bit and do the screen. So we can go ahead and set this foam right in here. Yeah. And then grab this wire and feed this wire in here. this cable. And then we're gonna want to tape it down like that, as tight as you can. I think that my alerts might not be on. So if anybody's like subbed and it didn't pop up, or if you sent any sort of chats right now, I don't think that they're showing up for some reason. What's going on, Nico? Yeah. Just finishing up this Rayquaza build. Yeah, big chillin'. Finish up this Game Boy build. This is a Rayquaza build. See that? Almost done. I just gotta put it back together and install the USB-C charging. So I'm gonna give that a twirl, pop that down, make sure everything feels flush and the screen's not falling back. It's good. This part's kind of tricky because you have to kind of hold it in place and then grab the screws with one hand, but it's not bad. And then I need my other, oh no, there it is. Yeah, this one's a custom. This one was an order. Pretty much everything I build on stream's an order, but we're gonna start doing some more builds that are like stream specific. So we're gonna start doing giveaway builds more often, and then also builds. I'm gonna start doing builds for fun that will be like severely discounted, just for the YouTube fam. They'll have their own like hidden link on my website where it's like you can only find the link through the YouTube streams, and they'll be like pretty cheap, like 25% off or something, basically at cost for me, for fun. All right, we got that in. So now we just gotta slide this bad boy in here. And then we gotta grab this, slot that, and then same thing with this, lay it down, press on it. And then we gotta grab the other screw. And screw that in. Alright, we're on the home stretch now. I just gotta grab a speaker. I have the board right here. This one had tacks too. This one wasn't supposed to have tacks, is the problem. So this is the wrong board. This one wasn't supposed to have tactile triggers. So what did I mess up? Let's see. That one has tacks. Famicom one has tacks. Oh, did I not do that one? No, that one has tacks. Well, this one wasn't supposed to have tactile triggers, so I guess we need to swap these out, which is kind of annoying because I don't want to have to do that. But we'll do it. Never. You guys talking about winning? I have a Game Boy Color that I'm repairing, and the board looks flawless, but the screen isn't working. And I've tried to replace it, but it doesn't work. What is the screen doing? Like when you plug it in, what does it do? I gotta swap these triggers out. I'm not happy about it. Not happy about it. Let's see what we got in a line of triggers. These are rusty. These ones look pretty good. These ones look good. But I might have some in my drawer. Let me check. Now, it looks like I only have Game Boy Advance triggers and they're different. So, do some desoldering. Alright. I'm confused how that happened though. Well, let's see. I need a pen. Where's the pen? Here's a pen. Ooh. Okay, maybe you have to change it. Oh, I need to put some more music on. Hold on, guys. Put that on. All right, let's see. Maybe you have to change the chip itself. Instead, the logo is a black rectangle. And I know the game is working because I can hear the audio. Interesting. Oh, appreciate it, man. Yeah, I wish it was a little bit bigger of a room, but it fits what I need for now. The logo is black rectangle. I would have to see it. I don't know. I would try a different screen, I guess. Are you using the original screen or are you using the IPS screen? I had a custom order, black and blue SP last week. Thank you so much for the quick turnaround. Disgustingly beautiful. I appreciate that. Hey, I'm glad it works. I'm glad it showed up and it worked. That's all I aim for. Because USPS does me dirty too often. Okay, Fat Rat. I'll note that. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough finding music that's not horrible and, like, you know, isn't going to demonetize the vid. But anyways. Alright. I gotta take these out. So we need flux. I'm annoyed that I don't have another SP board to use and I have to take these out. Very annoyed. Very annoyed. So it's original. You know, I've had this issue before. I feel like it could be the cart reader, but I don't know. So the Game Boy, but it plays the audio of the game. Like you'll hear the music for like the game playing in the background. Interesting. I don't know. No, I can't tell you exactly what flux does. I feel like it helps the solder melt hotter. It just helps the solder heat up is what it seems to do. I don't know how to make that sound smarter, but that's what it seems to do. Adding the flux just makes everything happen faster. And like you get a better solder joint and you get the solder to melt without it burning. So when you're desoldering, you definitely want to use it. Definitely. I'm annoyed because I just installed these triggers, but I was not paying attention, I guess, to the order. You know, I have a Heiko desolder gun that works way better than this, but it's like really dirty and I need to clean it. And like I don't feel like cleaning it. So here we are doing the caveman method. Let's see if we can get these out without destroying anything. Yeah, sorry, I can't be more help. It's hard for me to know what's wrong with the Game Boy if I can't see the issue. Alright. That was a good pull. this one looks like it shouldn't be too bad either. Yeah, we're good. Okay, well that went well. All right, now to get these ones out. They feel good, hopefully they work. All right. Normally I would use my filter to suck the smoke, but it's kind of like hard to get to it. I'll try to get to it because really I should be using this thing. Just like kind of the cable is just a little bit too short. Just makes it kind of a pain to use. But it is fun to see it do its thing. Sorry if that's loud. Oh, we're too out of focus. The angles, man. Can't get it. It's like in the way now. There we go. Yeah, those look good. So I think we would have been done by now. One second, I'll answer chat. I'm very focused at this current moment in time. Very focused. One more. I gotta get these ends out clean, or there's no point in even doing this. Okay, that's good. This one could use a little more. Ah, come on. Alright, I think we got it. Alright, sorry, let me get to chat. Look at all this, sorry. Alright, let me put this back here. Thanks for bearing with me on that one, guys. Alright. It's crammed in a very small time. Yeah, the SP... you know, I know a good way of putting an headphone jack in an SP. I should really show it. I should really make a video on that. The charm of playing video games, yeah. Yeah, I love handheld gaming. Which camera are you talking about? My face cam or the overhead cam? Because they're both really good, in my opinion. The one that I'm using as my face cam is actually the cam I shoot all my shorts on too. Okay, so we want to pop these out so clean. That's exactly what we want. See how good that popped out? It's like perfect. These are really easy to like destroy when you pull them out. So hopefully I didn't just jinx myself, but I think this one should actually be good too. so hard not to destroy them. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna cut this pin because that's the only pin that looks like it has problems. I'm gonna try to push it through. All right, let's see if we can get this out without burning my hand. Yeah, got it. All right, sick. Okay. Appreciate the super chat. First super chat. Look at you, man. A legend. Appreciate that. Getting close to that capture card. We'll count that towards it. The overhead camera. Yeah, it's actually a pretty expensive camera. It's actually a 4K 60p camcorder. It's like a full-on camcorder. And I wanted to get a camcorder because having to do this on a regular lens is annoying, but I have the rocker zoom on this thing, so yeah, it's legit. It's legit. It looks really good. It can get really tight. I think the tightest I can get is like that. That's pretty tight, honestly. I wouldn't need it to be any tighter than that, but thanks for appreciating it. I'm pretty nerdy about camera stuff, so like, yeah. It's a Panasonic, and then the face cam's a Sony. All right. Your heart was racing for what? Like I was gonna break the thing? Yeah, I know, me too. Don't worry, I break a lot of stuff. Okay, that popped in good. And then pop this one in. Boom. All right. We're good. Appreciate that. Solid vibes in this stream today. Okay, so you want to get a couple of them started and then just make sure it's tight and then do the other ones. For those who just joined or haven't joined, haven't heard me talk about it yet, we are doing the giveaway stream this Saturday. You don't have to be in the stream. We'll just be hanging out, you know, building something new, something I haven't really done very many of, so should be a fun time. We'll be chilling. Yeah, okay, we're good. Hopefully those work. We just did a transfer of some triggers because I put tactile triggers in an order that didn't call for them for some reason. I don't know why I did that. All right, let's bring this bad boy back over here. Where is my... Oh, it's stuck to the bottom of this. Need that. Need a drink. Yeah, dude, I know what you mean. I don't even use Discord for that exact reason. Like, I don't know, man. Discord users are a different breed. I don't even use the... I made a Discord years ago, like for the J-Boy Mod stuff, and I was like, you know, I don't really like this. I don't think I'm gonna use it. It's kind of how it went. I don't know. Yeah, there's some cool people in the Game Boy Reddit, but there's also some weird people too that are just very judgmental. Like, I don't know. There's some good people in there though. Like, I just hate Reddit as a website in general, so I just don't go on it either. Same with Twitter. I have so many medias, you know what I mean? It's like, which ones can I cut out of my life is how I was like, okay, I have to use them, but which ones? So stick to the bare minimum, right? On the socials. Yeah, you know, it's funny, whenever I have an obscure question and I Google it, it's always Reddit that has the answer. So, it's definitely useful. I used to post my builds in there and stuff on Reddit, on the Gameboy Reddit, and it's just the same people that talk trash on the YouTube posts and stuff. Like, I did that post recently where it was like I had the 2DS XL, and I was like asking if anyone wanted to donate a broken 2DS XL that had a working top screen, preferably of a different color, and then we could just swap them out, and I was going to give them away. And then like a bunch of people took that as I am cheap, I'm scamming people, and I want to take a working DS from some person and then just keep it. So, point noted, don't do that again. But that was hilarious. But yeah, we are gonna fix that one. I had like a few people reach out to me I had like probably 2 or 3 people reach out to me that were really willing to donate a working 2DS XL. And I was like, hey, I appreciate it, but that wouldn't make sense. Like, why would that make any sense? Why would I have you donate a working one so I could fix a broken? I thought that would be clear. I thought that would be very obvious that I wasn't asking for that, but you know, it is what it is. So I bought the parts to fix it myself, and we're gonna do a little, you know, that'll probably be one of the giveaways for the members down the road, because that would be like a really good giveaway item. I mean, a modded 2DS XL, that's like a $300 something thing, you know what I mean? So that'll be a solid giveaway. And like, we're gonna be doing the giveaways even if we don't have, like, if we have 5 members, we're still giving shit away. Like, you know what I mean? If we have 1 member, we're still gonna give stuff away, and they're gonna get hooked up. And that's only for the tier 2 and tier 3. So, all right. So now that we have that soldered in, let's lower that in. Let's get a screw in there so that it stays in place. Thanks. Yeah, I've been actually collecting mats because I did have the blue one, and it would be like every short I would make was like only on a blue mat. So now I'm starting to collect mats, which is kind of annoying because they're like $40, but I need to mix it up. I got a yellow one, I got a green one, I got a brown one. I'm trying to diversify my mat colors so that I can, you know, mix it up a little bit, because sometimes the builds don't contrast well with the mat, so it's hard to look at. I try to think about all that kind of stuff for content reasons, you know what I mean? All right, let's make sure this thing's working. Is this thing got a large battery? Okay, we got a battery upgrade in this one too. All right, we're working. That's good. I'm not gonna try the triggers. I'm just gonna pray they work. I'm gonna pray they work. Okay. All right, let's get this installed. I need some wire. This'll work. All right. Yeah, Twitter too. Low lives who start. Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with people. I think it's really funny. I always say that. I think like for every 100 people that like the content, there's 1 person that will just hate no matter what. It's just funny how brain dead some of them are, you know? It's just like, dude, you serious? Like, I can appreciate a troll. Okay, fine, you're trolling, haha. But like some of them, it's just like, dude, honestly, seriously? It's crazy. Anyways, enough about that. Saw one today of someone showing their collection, and they were mad because all of them showing all expensive games. Yeah, it's like, what? Salty, dude. Get off the freaking computer. Outside, 20 push-ups right now. A very huge writer and thinker from Italy said once about social networks that the real problem is they give the same right to speak of a Nobel Prize to an imbecile. Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. But, you know, I don't have a problem with people. I think everyone has the right to speech. So if you want to get on the internet and talk shit, more power to you. I'm definitely not the type of person to think that you shouldn't be able to talk your shit just because I don't want to hear it. Words can't hurt you, you know? You let words hurt you. So it's like, yes, I let words annoy me. I can admit that. But it doesn't happen that often. Most of the time I'm like, dude, I'm not even mad. I just want you to understand that like what you're saying is not true. And most of the time they're like, no, you're trying to scam. Okay, dude, whatever. I usually just tell them, you're wildin', keep going, and that usually pisses them off and they just go away. Alright, so we have, make sure I soldered this correctly. I soldered it wrong? No, I soldered it right. Sometimes I solder it wrong because I'm not paying attention. I blow the fuse. That's frustrating. Alright, so we got the right trigger. It opens a real deep conversation because, yeah, it's actually more democratic that everyone has the possibility to have a huge audience. Yeah, appreciate it, dude. Yeah, we try to be lit. We're trying to be lit. We can talk about whatever, man. It's all good. I don't care. You're not going to offend me, like I said. I've built so many Gameboys, you know, I can almost have a full-on conversation about whatever while I do it. Anyways, I think I've built over 2,000 Gameboys. Because I just hit 1,500 sales on Etsy. And I've done plenty of other sales outside of Etsy. So, yeah. I appreciate that, fam. Yep, we're trying to grind. That's why I'm trying to make content every day. Because, you know, it's fun. I like to do it, you know what I mean? Alright. The most frustrating mistake you'll ever make building one of these, maybe not the most frustrating, but a frustrating mistake you will ever make is forgetting to put in the nut for the battery door. Probably is the most frustrating because you just feel like an idiot. I do anyways. I'd still do it sometimes. Not often, but it happens. Alright, let me scoot this up a little bit so you guys can see a little bit more. I know I'm working a little bit towards myself. I keep trying to reposition the camera, but I always move away from it for some reason. Okay, we're in. Okay, I'm looking at my... Wait, what? Dude, I'm so glad I caught this. I swear these were supposed to be red buttons, but they're actually supposed to be black. Because I just did one that had red buttons, this exact same build. So, we just clutched pretty hard, like reading. Because this is still salvageable without having to take a bunch of screws out. Just for a living. Don't mean to be rude or intrusive, just curious. Yeah, no, I'm for sure, I'm not offended by that at all. Yeah, I do basically do this for a living. I have another business doing like wedding video with my wife, but she runs most of that, and then I do this like during the week. Yeah, good catch. You know, you build so many of these things, they start to run together because people order the same thing. It's really funny, like there's like trends, like people will order the same thing, same button color combo consistently. So I'll just get used to like putting them together a certain way, and then autopilot, because I'm on stream and I'm trying to talk to you guys, so I autopilot a little bit more. So I forget stuff, and it happens. And it's not a big deal. Hardest thing about doing this hobby is finding the Game Boys at this point. It's been getting rough, man. Like, I buy them from Japan, but these people in Japan like take forever to ship, and they like pretend. I swear they're pretending. They pretend that they don't understand you when you're talking to them. Like, the language barrier is there, but it's like, you know what I'm saying to you. You do this for a living. So can you just ship? And they'll be like, I don't know, it's fine, it's me bitching. So yeah, finding Game Boys is kind of rough. Nah, she's not really into Game Boys. I would build her one, but she wouldn't play it probably. She's always working too. Well, the reason I say it is because, like, if I'm asking him a question about wanting to buy something, sure, no problem. Yeah, you know, like, answering all the questions. But as soon as I'm like, yo, where's my order? Like, it's been a week, it hasn't shipped. And they're like, very sorry, shipping soon. Like, that doesn't happen a lot, but it has happened. I'm like, bro, come on, just ship the stuff out. Do you not have it? That's what I think is, like, they put the listings up and they don't even have the Game Boys sometimes, and they have to go, like, find them to sell them to me. That's frustrating. Alright, so this one might need a little bit of trimming on the glue area. No, it's gonna be good. There's my head again. Alright, yeah, it's fine. It'll be fine. Alright, we're getting to the home stretch here. How long have we been up? Probably take an hour and a half to finish both of these. That's not too bad. And one more. What time is it? 4:50. Where are you guys located? Have you ever modded... Sorry, Senor, shipping soon. You know, I don't have a problem with it if it happens a couple times, but it's like consistently, it's like, guys, come on, like, just update the shipping so I know when it's gonna get here. I just need to know, you know, like, it's not that hard to put something in the mail once you sell it. It's literally your job. Hold on, I missed your question. Would you ever mod a Game Boy camera? Would I? Yeah, I don't know what mod there is to do. I know there's a new one, but I don't know what it does. Italy, that's right. That's what's up. Ontario? Whoa. That's what's up. Damn, that's sick. What time is it where you guys are? Alright, let's go ahead and put the hinges in, and then we'll do the battery. Oof. I'm in Florida. $4:51. Oh, true. EST. Okay, same time then. 11 p.m. Wow. San Diego, let's go. Hey, what's going on? Alright, that's looking good. Just gotta do the battery. And we are finished. Hopefully it charges. Sometimes it doesn't. Okay, let me find the battery really quick. Running low on these little battery thingies. Chop them up. Order a bunch more of these. I think I only got like one left. What did I say? Did I say something? Yeah, our accent's pretty crazy. I say weird shit. Alright, Jumbie. Try to come through Saturday. We'll be chilling, building. Thanks for stopping by. We'll see you. Dude, I love pizza. Kind of want some pizza actually right now. Goddamn. Now you got me one pizza. Alright. Home stretch. Well, we're past the home stretch now. We're like finish line situation. Alright. Boom. Bam. Bop. Bada bing bop. Boom. Pow. I need the dots. Where did you say you live? Oh, Canada, right? Cold there, right? You hate it? If it's cold, I would hate it. For sure. I live in Florida, so like I'm constantly sweating. But I love that. Okay, last, final, finishing touch. And people always say that the logo's off on these, but I don't really notice. I don't really know what they're talking about, to be honest, but no, Niagara Falls. What's going on? We're just about finished up here. Actually, we just got to run the test on this thing. Grab my test carder, make sure the LNR works. Everybody say a prayer, cross your fingers. Thank you. Yes. Ah, thank you. Okay. Make sure all these buttons are working. All those buttons are working. The final test is charging. Okay. Yeah. Yes. She's complete. Boys, she's done. Take a deep breath. Relax. You guys did it. Feel good about yourselves. A beautiful build. You might wonder why I put the USB-C in the side here. Well, it's because I like to. A lot of people put it in the port back here, but you know, removing the charging port is honestly very annoying. It's not easy to do. It's really easy to mess up because the pins that it's connected to are really old. So a lot of times you'll heat it up, and you'll get it off, but you'll rip a pad, and it happens so much. It's just so much easier to just put it on the side here, and now it's like the only thing that's modified is the shell. So it's like if I want to take this board out and put it back in any other Game Boy and not have USB-C, it's still a normal board. You don't have to mod the board. It's so much easier. I'm probably going to do a tutorial on that eventually soon because nobody does it like this, and it's cheap. It's so much cheaper. Like you can buy these parts right here. You could buy like 50 of these for like, I don't know, $5 or $10. But to buy this part right here to replace this back, it's like 20 bucks for one. Maybe like 10 bucks, but it depends on which one you get. I've gotten the cheaper ones and they don't work. I have to always buy the expensive ones to get them to work. Then they're like 20 bucks. I don't know. I don't like doing them. It's a pain. This works. How often are you really going to charge and play? And then if you wanted to, you could still use a normal charger on the back. I figured this one out a while ago, and I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna do it right there, like, whatever, you know what I mean? Like, I like the way it looks, it works, it functions. I don't have to worry about fussing with the back, tearing the pads. Yeah, I've done quite a few like that, and it's not very difficult. So that's it. These are the builds for the day, guys. We got this, and then we also, for those who just show up, we did this beautiful black unhinged build, and I will show you what we're doing before we hop off. I'm glad you guys like this one. Do you have any thoughts on Boxy Pixel SP? Saw the render a few weeks back. The folding one, I definitely, you know, I DM them and they'll actually DM me back, and I'm telling them, like, dude, just like let me get one, like I'll buy it. I want to be the first one to build one. It's gonna be ridiculously expensive. It's gonna be not worth it, but I'm trying for you guys so we can build one on stream. Maybe we'll give one of those away, because that would be a really sick members only giveaway item, because like those are gonna be so expensive nobody's gonna buy them. So, but this is what we're looking at for the build on the 10K giveaway on Saturday. This is a Boxy Pixel pocket color, a really fun build. It's pretty easy, pretty straightforward. I've had this shell sitting around since last year when I did the opposite color combo that you can see on my Instagram. It's on the community post too. I used that photo, but this is the one we're gonna do. I think I have buttons for it. I have to make sure I have buttons for it. Hopefully I do. But I think you can use normal buttons. I should have buttons though. I should have the buttons because I bought 2 sets. So it's like, this one's going to be really sick. It's going to be the same thing. Same way to enter. The live stream just going to be for fun. We'll be chilling, building this, just hanging out and see how it goes. I haven't built one since last year, so I kind of don't remember how to do it, but it's really not a hard build to do. Oh, we could even do a custom sticker for the back. So maybe we'll make a custom label for the back too and do something fancy like that, even though I don't think anyone would want to put a sticker on this, so maybe we just won't do that. But yeah, we'll be doing that for the 10K, and then we'll also talk about what we're going to give away for the first members only giveaway, which will be sometime in April. So for those who don't know, I'm going to mention it one more time. After the 10K giveaway, we've already launched the members only. You can click join, and if you join at the tier 2 or tier 3, tier 2 will be you are entered with 1 entry into each monthly giveaway to be determined what we do give away. And then if you are tier 3, which is $14.99, you'll have 2 entries, and then you'll have more input into what we should give away. So, and then tier 1 is just $4.99, and that gives you just like the basic perks and the emotes and stuff like that, and the members only posts. But if you want to do the giveaway entries, it's tier 2 or tier 3. So that's how I kind of had it planned out. I've been wanting to do that for a while, so I'm glad that YouTube finally gave us the membership. And we'll be going on from there. I have so much stuff to give away. Like, we'll be planning it out. I have GameCubes, Game Boys, obviously. Probably do some Game Boy games. Like, just giving away a crystal version would be sick because they're like 120 bucks, which is insane. Color of the buttons, I can try to pull them out. I think they're probably black. Let's see if I have them here. Yeah, here they are. They are black. It's like a black and red, very unique build. These are them. I won't pull them out, but I'll pull one out. So it's gonna look like something like that. So that'll be really fun. And we have a really cool Game Boy that we're taking apart too, for those who appreciate a good old-fashioned nostalgic trip. This is someone very much loved this Game Boy. The very cool Gen 2 stickers. Let's admire these. We'll admire them again on the stream, but let's just take a second. Look at that. Look at that. Boom. Man, that thing is beautiful. Pokemon Center on the top. Is that what that says? That can't be what that says. What does that say? Pokemon Crystal, right? Pokemon Crystal? Yeah. That looks dope. So that's what we'll be doing. That is the plan. Saturday. We're going to aim for around 6 or 7 Eastern. But I'll update that on the community post once I know exactly. Let me read some of the chat. You bought a sealed SP last month, but still want a modded one someday. A sealed one? Wow. How much did you pay for that? Had to sell a GPU to buy it. Jeez. I'm gonna probably get tier 2 or 3 once my pay. Hey, I appreciate it. There's been a lot of members only posts that keep everybody updated on what's going on. I plan on doing some members only videos, like behind the scenes stuff and just like some of my process of how I do some of the mods that are pretty cool and intricate, but still simple enough that you guys can do them yourself. We should play some Pokemon on the DS with the Wi-Fi connection mod sometime. Yeah, that would be sweet. I wish I had a HDMI modded 3DS so I could stream that. But we're going to be doing game streams soon. As soon as I can get an Elgato. I just shelled out money for a new mic setup. So we're going to have a really good mic setup coming in on Friday. XLR. It's going to sound really good. This one doesn't sound horrible, but I want to eliminate some of that background noise. And it's going to be really good. So $950. I wanted one since I was a broke kid. That's the dream right there. But anyways, guys, I will see you. Let me turn this one off. I want to say thank you guys for stopping in. I appreciate the super chats. And we'll see you guys Saturday. Like I said, I'll update the time on when we're going to swing that. But Saturday. And yeah, appreciate you guys. And I will see you guys then. Y'all have a good rest of the day. And I'll see you in a couple days. Peace. I got to swing all the way over here to hit the ending stream. Peace out, guys.